Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live. And I'm going to wait till a couple of more people get in here before I go live here. So give me just a second here. All right, I'm going to wait for a couple of more people to come on up in here. How's everyone doing? Looks like we got one person in here so far. Let's see here. Can y'all see me? We got one person in here. Give me a second here. Put my glasses on. All right, we got three people in here. All right. So give me a second. Let me let everyone come in here. 1 second. All right. All right. Let me know if you can hear me. So, we're going to do part one of Rasheda and Kirk on vacation with Jasmine. Y'all know who Jasmine is. That is Kirk Frost's baby mama. That's the one he has canon with. So, we're going to be talking about that. And I'm trying to figure out how Rasheda ended up letting Jasmine stay in their vacation home with her and Kirk. I'm trying to figure that part out right there. Because y'all remember, Kirk is trying to say that Jasmine has a thing for Rasheda, like Jasmine has a crush on Rasheda. But we're going to get into that. And as you come in, please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. And please make sure you're liking the video, sharing the video. Y'all know all the good things, and y'all know we got to get past the 10-minute mark. Also, we're going to be talking about Papoose and Clarissa Shields. This was her last fight. She's not going to be boxing for a while. She's trying to have a baby next year by a married man. So we're going to see how that goes. So we're going to be talking about that as well. Also, we're going to do a little bit of Black history as well. I'm going to try and incorporate that into our show every day. Probably do 2 Black history sections. I'm going to try to incorporate that in every section we have here, every live. Also, we're going to be talking about Ashanti and Nelly. I'm trying to figure out why Ashanti don't want anybody to see her baby face. KK, that's the baby's nickname, KK. It was his first birthday. She did have him where we could see him, but you can't see his face. So I'm trying to see is that deliberately she don't want anybody to see his face. I don't know what the reason is. If you want to let me know down in the chat, please and thank you. Also, we're going to be talking about Melanie Cherie. She had a word to say this morning. Melanie was up early this morning. So she had a word to say this morning. We're going to get into that. And I really needed that. quite encouraging this morning. So we're gonna get into that as well, and then we're gonna get into a little bit more about KELI um, from Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know what's her angle here, what's her game here. Is she just trying? Is she happy that Portia and Shamia are not friends no more, so that her and Shamia can become BFFs? I don't know what's her angle here, but we're gonna find out what's her angle here. So we're gonna take a look at that, and then we're gonna dive into Bambi as well. I don't know what's going on with Bambi. Um, so is she on again, off again with the man who already got a family? Her and Keisha Cole should meet up and talk things over because Keisha Cole was messing around with Huncho, the rapper, and Huncho is 25 and Keisha is 40. So I think she is messing around with him. I think because they had broke up and then he had went back to his baby mama. The baby mama is pregnant again. And now I guess he's trying to be funny. He didn't put Keisha Cole initials on his body. And you and Keisha Cole are not even together. So I'm trying to figure that piece out. So we're going to talk about that as well with Keisha Cole and Huncho. And we're going to talk about Bambi and her dude. So we're going to talk about that as well. So we're almost at the 10-minute mark. We're almost there at the 10-minute mark here. And we're going to talk about it. Where all y'all at tonight? Where all my tea sippers at and my tea drops? Y'all know I usually go live about this time. Where's all my tea sippers and my tea drops at? Okay. All right, we're going to go live. We're already to get here to this 10-minute mark. And then we're going to get into it. It's not going to be a very long live because y'all know I've been going live for like 2 hours. So we're going to try to keep it down to an hour. And then I was also looking for that article about Rasheda and Kirk. Now, I did hear some tea here. Now, Rasheda might be in the running to come on Roa. Because now they said it's between Rasheda, K. Michelle, and Mimi. So that would be something. But see, this is the thing. Now, they need two people. Hello, Chanel Monet. Hello, hello. I was like, where are my tea sippers at and my tea drops? But I hope at least Mimi that's going to be on Roa because we can't have K. Michelle and Rasheda on there because y'all know they don't get along. So I don't know. But they said that Rasheda, because I had said that before, I thought it would be Rasheda that would come on Roa because she's been in Atlanta for so long. And, people are saying they think that Kurt and Rasheda have outgrown Love and Hip Hop. But I don't know if they would put her on there with K. Michelle. Now, I can see Rasheda and Mimi on there, but not Rasheda and K. Michelle on there together. That wouldn't be good. But we'll see. I guess they're going to start filming next month sometime. So we'll see. We'll see. They're going to start filming next month. So we'll see, you guys. We're almost at that 10-minute mark. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. But we'll see. I just hope it ain't Rasheda and K. Michelle because that's going to be a mess. If it's going to be Rasheda and K. Michelle, y'all know they don't get along, so that's going to be a mess. Now, Rasheda and Mimi, I'm good with that, but not Rasheda and K. Michelle. So we shall see. All right, guys, we're at the 3-minute mark. Welcome to my live Drop the Tea, and I appreciate each and every one of you for coming over. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Okay, so we're going to start off with, y'all see the Copyright Act of Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. That's here where it's being displayed. Also, I do not own the rights to any of the clips or any of the music that may be shown. Also, all things are alleged in my very own opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. All things said are alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Okay, guys. So what I wanted to talk about, I don't know if y'all been hearing this about Rasheda and Kirk. So they went on vacation, and it was kind of supposed to be like a family trip, but they wanted Cam to come with them. Cam couldn't come at the time that Rasheda and Kirkton was leaving. So Jasmine, I guess they paid for Jasmine and Kirk, excuse me, Jasmine and Cam, which is Kirk's son by Jasmine. I guess Rasheda and Kirk paid for Jasmine and Cam to fly to, I think, Jamaica or whatever it was, and for her to bring the son, right? Now, okay, I can understand that. Okay, you bring the son, then you gonna have a one-way ticket for you to go back, right? There is no way on this God green earth would I let you stay in a house of mine. So the word on the curb is Jasmine brought Cam, Kirk them flew them down there, and they're saying Jasmine didn't have anywhere to go. Allegedly, she didn't have any money for hotel. So Rasheda and Kirk are letting Jasmine stay in the house with them, in their vacation house with them. But she's saying, well, it's a real big vacation house, and Jasmine would be over the other side, on the other side. No, ma'am. Jasmine would stay her ass in there. No, no, no. Uh-uh. I would have made sure that Jasmine had a round trip ticket. So once she dropped off Cam, she could hop her ass back up on the plane and go back about her business. She wouldn't be standing there. Now, who bright idea was this for her to stay in your vacation house with y'all? Kurt? I'm starting to think some of these people are swingers because this lady disrespected you and had a baby by your husband, and you gonna let her stay in the house with you and Kurt? I don't care where the room is. So you don't think Kurt can get up in the middle of the night while you sleep and go in Jasmine's room? After how this lady talked about you and played you? No, ma'am, she wouldn't be able to stay in there. No. Mm-mm. I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with Rasheda. I really don't understand this. I don't know what it's going to take. This man that disrespect you in more ways than once. What is it going to take? So if you don't care what Kirk do, you don't care if he cheat on you or anything, he's not going to leave you. Well, then won't y'all just let Jasmine move in there and whoever else want to move in that Kirk had? Because I can guarantee you, if it was on the shoe was on the other foot, Kirk would not let your baby daddy stay there in the other room. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with Rasheda. Rasheda's a nice looking nice looking lady. I don't know what it is, but then he didn't put in Rasheda here that Jasmine likes Rasheda or allegedly she got a crush on Rasheda. No, no, don't do that, Kurt. Don't do it. That's not it. You trying to pump Rasheda head up, trying to think that, oh, Jasmine don't want you no more. She want Rasheda. Mm-mm. I don't know. I'm starting to think all these damn people swinging. Allegedly. Mendices and Yandy. I don't know if they got an open relationship or they swingers because it seems like she don't care what Mendici does, and I guess apparently now Mendici don't care what she does. But let's see if Rasheda start talking to somebody, is Kurt gonna care? Is he gonna be so understanding like Rasheda has been? So the thing is, what Rasheda is saying is that they want to show Cam that they can get along and show Cam that Rasheda has nothing against his mom. They can do that without his mom staying in the house with them, right? Just my thoughts. I can't do Rasheda. It's just too much. I can't do it. So I don't know. I guess that's just the next step. I don't know why they just don't go ahead on and move in together. That's what I'm saying. They just, I don't know. It'll then that'll cut out Rasheda and them having to pay child support. Go on and let Jasmine move in because she got doing everything else with her. She's coming to barbecues on the 4th of July, Memorial Day and everything. She's out there. So now she's coming on a family trip with y'all. So what else? Birthday parties. So she's coming to your birthday parties now. And so with Cam have a birthday party, I go, so won't y'all just all go, just move in together, and that way Kirk and Rasheda don't have to pay child support, in my personal opinion. Because they doing everything else like a family. Just why not? Just my thoughts. They should go ahead on and just move in together. Just saying. Just saying. And then, guys, I don't know if my time is messed up on my StreamYard for people to come in. I don't know if it's messed up, but I'm gonna check that out as well. Because I don't know if it's giving out a different time for people to come in. But I think I changed the time. That probably messed up my time on my StreamYard. But I'm gonna have to check that out. But anyway, I don't know. If everybody want to be swingers or they want to have open marriages, that's okay. Just go ahead and say it. That's all I'm saying. Just go ahead and say y'all gonna have an open marriage. That's what I think y'all should do instead of having people think that people are cheating on y'all, and that way y'all keep a lot of people out of y'all business that way. Then people won't have to say, "Well, I saw people with such and such," because y'all got an open relationship. Then people will stay out of y'all business. That's all I'm saying. That would work out much better for people. That's all I'm saying. If everybody would just go ahead and just admit they having a open relationship, that would work out better for everybody. That's all I'm saying. Moving on. We're gonna be moving on. Let's get into moving on. Let's get into Kelly. Let's get into Kelly, guys. Now, we did talk about that. Kelly, she has got her second business open up. Shout out to Kelly. She pulled it off. She got the second business open up. Okay. But what threw me on this show that I did not know is that I don't know if Atlanta is small where everybody's talking to everybody. Because I knew Britt said that she had went out with Dennis, and Dennis had bought her a necklace, a diamond necklace on their first date. Now we got Kelly saying that she talked to Dennis as well. So is Atlanta that small where people are bumping into each other like that? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it that small? Because Kelly is saying that she talked to Dennis as well. So I'm trying to figure that piece out. So, but Kelly is trying to spin it a different way. She said that her and Dennis was in the DMs or whatever, and then Dennis said, "No, we talked on the phone," but Kelly didn't want to get that part. But Dennis wanted to go further, but he said, "Okay, I'm not going to do that." So Britt has talked to Dennis. Kelly has talked to Dennis. Who else can talk to Dennis? Did Shamia talk to Dennis as well? What did he buy Kelly something too? So I'm just trying to figure out, was Dennis out there tricking like that? Because why didn't Kelly tell Portia that she used to talk to them? Just asking. Why didn't Kelly tell Portia that she used to talk to them? So we're just gonna take a look at that here. I mean, these women get around. Atlanta small like that, where everybody is talking to everybody. Because Dennis is on the move, y'all.
Here, Dennis, clear this up. Did you talk to Portia about working with Drew?
We had a small conversation, but I talked to Ralph first because that's my brother. So I would assume that Drew would handle the woman's side.
Are you saying you asked me?
Or
no?
We talked about working together.
You told me that.
We didn't have an in-depth conversation because I felt like it was Drew's place to clear that part, considering we're all friends.
But you told me you talked to Portia because I was expressing to you that I was trying to call Portia to have the conversation. You said, we had a conversation. She's good.
He didn't.
Dennis, when confronted about mentioning that Drew wanted to sleep with you in exchange for music, you kind of dodged owning up, saying that. Did you tell Portia that Drew wanted to sleep with you?
Absolutely not.
So what was the text, Dennis?
The text read as, I'm trying to get some money. That's what the text
I'm
was.
trying to get money. I'm not trying to F. That's what the text said, verbatim. He says, I told Drew I wouldn't F her and run me my money.
Wait a minute, let me see.
Wait a minute, yeah, I missed that little part.
But that, for the record, was not.
So he's denying it now. Okay.
Like, Ralph is my friend in real life. So to even insinuate a relationship outside of music is ridiculous.
So what were you
Out of
responding
order.
to when you said, I don't want
I don't even know if the text said that exactly.
Oh, it did.
I saw the text message.
Okay, and what did it say?
Just exactly what Portia said. I didn't know exactly what the relationship was, but to me it became a little weird just because, Drew had mentioned that Drew was trying to holler at her too.
I never.
I
you
promise
are
you
not
on, I promise on
here
everything.
and start your lying.
No, I'm not gonna lie about anything.
Dennis has never been inappropriate. I never said that to
You
you.
never
So for
said
you to
that.
say that out your lying face right now,
I don't lie. That's one thing I'm not doing.
No, like try to do the right thing. You come here, you got dressed up in your all white, you get
It's
your
just
Beijing, you want to come for the cameras, and every time you come here, you do the same thing, you lie. And then you play this victim. It's not cute, bro.
I don't understand why so much energy though.
Oh, you gonna get all this smoke.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you came here for.
I love it. Come on.
Okay. Dennis, do you see yourself getting back together with Portia?
I mean, I love Portia, and she back on the market, so you never know.
What's your reaction to Portia and Shamia's relationship over the last year?
We family for real. Me and Gerald are really good friends, so it's sad to see, but I've been around also long enough to stay out of women's business because tomorrow they could be cool. So that's what I'm hoping for.
It's been said that you took Britt out on a date. You bought her a chain.
He came on a date, brought me a diamond necklace as a gift.
And you slid into Kelly's DMs.
Dennis was in my DM.
What? Oh.
I mean, I heard what Kelly said, but she ain't tell the rest of the half, but it's all good.
Well, what's the rest of the half?
I mean, Britt was a long time ago, before I even run around Portia.
What's the rest of the half?
I'm still waiting for the other
I
part.
mean, I'm a gentleman. It's all good.
Well,
Stop it, Dennis. Let's be very clear. We ain't never been out or done anything or talked on the phone. You might have called once or twice.
Let's talk
okay, well, you just said we never talked on the phone.
Wait,
And then you
I
said
said
talked
once or twice. He might have called like, hey, you outside? No, I'm inside.
You outside.
I want to get inside. Dennis trying to get inside. Yeah.
I've been knowing Kelly for a long
More
time.
about business, though. Let's be very clear. When I'm saying conversations like that, it's more of that. It's nothing in regards to that.
Okay. Let me start with Dennis here. Dennis, clear this up. Did you talk to Portia about working with Drew?
We had a small conversation, but
Okay, so with Kelly and all these and these women here, I'm trying to figure out how is everybody messing around with how is everybody messing around with everybody? I'm trying to figure that part out. What? How is everybody messing around with everybody? First it's Britt, and then Kelly never said on the show that she talked to Dennis or Dennis was in her DM. Then we get to the reunion. Then you go bust that out. So was that something Kelly was holding to bust it out at the reunion? I don't trust none of these women. I don't trust none of them because they always got something in their back pocket to bring out. When you could have just told Portia, yeah, I used to well, Dennis and I was chatting or whatever. He DM'd me. I talked to him on the phone a couple of times. Instead of waiting to get to the show, to the reality show, and then bringing it out. I don't like that. See, and then supposedly Kelly is coming back for the next season, and then that's going to be a problem. When Kelly could have just said that, right? So all along she had motives because how she came at Portia when she came to Shamia's party. So all along she knew she had been messing with or talked to Portia baby daddy. No. So it's going to be a problem now with Kelly and Portia. Allegedly. It's going to be a problem. Hello, proud Mimi. Hello, my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. So it's going to be a problem because Kelly could have just told her that. So now I see where the animosity is coming from Kelly, right? I see the animosity that's coming for that Kelly came for Portia at Shamia's party because she used to talk to Dennis. But it's something more. But Dennis said he's gonna be a gentleman and not say it. So I'm starting to believe a little bit what Britt was talking about. So I'm trying to figure out, is that why Kelly and her husband got a divorce? Because she was out there in them streets, she was outside a little bit too much. Now you want to be inside? Just saying. So, and I believe Kelly is dating somebody now. And I believe we're gonna find out on next season, on the next season, who Kelly messing with, because Kelly ain't by herself. Kelly messing with somebody. She dating somebody. So we gonna find out who she dating. But she dating somebody. And Portia, I believe that Portia and Dennis gonna get back together. I do. I really do. I'm hoping that they get back together because I think they got good chemistry together. And Dennis is not going to cross Portia. Ralph, on the other hand, he can't stand Drew. He trying to take Drew down with everything he got. Whatever, every fiber in his bone, he trying to take Drew down. Then also allegedly he put out a song talking about "Wish You Well," and he been made the song since April, but he gonna put the song out for the reunion. So, "Wish You Well." I don't know why Drew just don't go ahead on and leave him alone. He don't want you. He don't want you. He don't want you. So I don't know what it is, but we should, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. But I don't know. Drew maybe needs to go to counseling, and she has, enough time to do that because allegedly her mother has the kids right now, and the kids are now in counseling. So that is good. And I don't think Drew dealing with a full 6-pack because it took for her mother to tell her something was wrong with the kids. They were acting out. Drew couldn't see it. Allegedly. But like I said, something needs to be done with Drew and Ralph's divorce. It's just too much. And so if Drew and Ralph is in the house right now, Ralph is supposed to be in the basement and Drew is upstairs. Y'all don't think they doing nothing? I do. I think they getting it on behind closed doors because the kids ain't there. So either she going down in the basement or he coming upstairs. Just saying. That's my personal opinion. I don't know. It's just something about Drew is just not clicking with me. I like her as an actress. I do. I like Drew as an actress, but something it's just something about her that I can't be fully in with Drew for some reason. I can't get fully into her. I don't know what it is. I just can't. I can't get fully into her. I don't know what it is. And the same thing with Angela. I can't get fully in with Angela as well. Yes, please hit the like button, please and thank you. I can't get fully in um with Angela either. Either. She just it's just something about them. I don't know what it is. I can't get get with them. I don't know what it is. But I don't know, y'all. But we'll see what's gonna go on with the show as far as who they're gonna pick. Like I said, I did not want Angela, Kelly, or Drew to come back. I didn't. Shamia, I could deal with friend of the show. I could deal with friend of the show. But we'll see. I guess they're trying to give them another chance. But we'll see what happens, y'all. But I just don't want, I don't know. They have bad energy. All of them have bad energy. You know. So I would think that Portia, Kelly, and Drew could build a bond because they're going through a divorce. Well, Portia's divorce is done. And Portia's divorce was way before Drew's and Kelly, and hers is done. And I don't understand what's the whole up with Kelly's and Drew's. Is it because I don't think it has nothing to do with the kids because it's not be contested about, well, okay, Kelly is with the child support, but that could still be nipped in the bud and be on the way. And then Drew's, I'm just like, what is the hold up here? Why are they divorces lingering? And I'm trying to figure out, is it because they got kids with these people? The reason that their divorces are lingering. I don't get it. I don't get it. I ain't never seen nobody. You've been trying to get a divorce for maybe 2 years, and the same with Kelly. That's a lot. I don't know if I could do that. That's too much. It is way too much. Way too much. But we'll see what happens. We're going to see what happens because if they go to court this time, I would tell the judge, look here. Or I'll tell my lawyer to tell the judge, look here. I don't want to keep having this divorce lingering. We need to get some finalized here. This is too much. I don't want to keep on having this divorce lingering. 2 years? No, there's no way. I would if you can't get the divorce settled right now, we can move it somewhere else because there's no way nobody should be in a divorce for 2 years. In my personal opinion, 2 years trying to get a divorce, no. No. It's too much. All right, guys, we're going to move on to Clarissa and Papoose, y'all. This is exhausting with them, y'all. It's exhausting. Another prime example. This should be another cut and dry case. There's no property to split up. Nobody wants any alimony. There's no child support. What is the problem? Now they got the ball to moving where Papoose, Remy said the lawyer's waiting for him to come sign. Now he supposedly went to go sign with his lawyer, right? So if there's no custody, no child support, no nothing, no alimony, what is the hold up with this one? Why is these divorces keep being held up? I'm not understanding why are the divorces being held up. What's the hold up here? I don't get it. Is Remy is now somebody contesting a divorce? Is Remy realizing she'd have made a mistake? Did she want her husband back? And that would be so effed up if Remy tell Papoose she's going to work it out. And I'm telling y'all, Remy and Papoose have years, decades together. I think if Remy wants to work it out with Papoose and want Papoose back, I think Papoose would go back with her. And they have a child together, the golden child. And if I was Clarissa, because this was her last fight, guys, she's a free agent. She's right now, she's not fighting no more right now. Her and Papoose is having a baby next year. That's what she's saying. And what happened to love? First come love, then come marriage, then come the baby carriage. So are we skipping over love, marriage, and going straight to baby? But see, me, there's no way. First of all, I wouldn't be dating no married man. That's number one. That's number one. But Clarissa, why won't you make Papoose finalize the divorce or whatever y'all doing before you get pregnant? Because this is it. This fight right here she just had with Lonnie, that was it, she said. She's starting trying to get pregnant now. Because she said next year they have a baby. So what happens in the summer? People get pregnant in the summer, then they usually have a baby next year. So I guess this is it. Where she could have started her getting her roll on to try to get that baby. And I don't know. I don't think Papoose is going to withhold back. And well, quiet as kept. She, even if Papoose is just a sperm donor, she got the money to take care of the baby herself. She just probably need him for the sperm as a sperm donor. Just being real. And just to say she got a baby by Papoose. Maybe is that what she want to do? Because it ain't like she need no money from him to take care of no baby, but she got that. How much did she get for this fight? A couple million? Well, she don't, I know a lot of women like that. They just want to use the man for a sperm to have a baby. And after that, they don't care. They can go on about their business. They say they can take care of the kids themselves. They just use the man to get the baby and they can go on about their business. There's a lot of women like that. Just saying. Just saying. Now, is that why she don't care? Because if allegedly he go back to Remy, she really don't need Papoose to take care of the baby because she got the money to do it. She got money for nannies, babysitters, whatever she needs. Is that what it is? And then I think that Remy thought by her calling Papoose broke that Clarissa wouldn't want him. Clarissa don't care if he broke. I think they're using each other. Papoose is well known. Clarissa, people know her as a boxer, but she got more publicity by being with Pap and off of Remy to me because it got blew up where they was like, okay, Clarissa Shields is messing with Remy, my husband, Papoose, and then she got put more out there. She was on different blogs. She went viral a lot for her and Papoose. So they was helping each other, I guess. I don't think Clarissa cared if Papoose don't got no money because she got enough money for the both of them. And I don't know if y'all saw her friend came on there, was telling everything. She said Clarissa was really, really big because her friend fights too. And she said Clarissa is a user. And she said Clarissa has low self-esteem. And she said that once Clarissa get what she wants from people, then she don't know about her business. Now that's what she's saying. That's what the friend's saying who knew her. And she said once Clarissa lost that weight, she started feeling herself and didn't need her no more. That's what the young lady is saying. So I don't know how true that is. This is all alleged. So I don't think it matters much to Clarissa if Papoose don't have no money. I don't think it matters. All I think it matters to Clarissa is that he treats her nice. He's with her all the time. That's all I think it matters. Because when she was first getting with Papoose, the dude that she was going with before Papoose, she had bought him a Maybach. But when she got with Papoose and she found out that the dude was cheating on her, she took the Maybach back from the dude, and they said that she gave it to Papoose, allegedly. Allegedly. Now, I do think this. I think at first, Papoose was not really feeling Clarissa like that, but I think by allegedly Remy Ma treating him bad and doing things to him like that, and how the way Clarissa showed, that she was really feeling him and, really liking him and all this and that, I think maybe Clarissa been grew on Papoose. Because at first he wasn't so much being with her and wasn't holding her hand and stuff out in public and, and all that. I think that she has grew on Papoose. You know how somebody in the beginning, you don't like them like that? But I think now that Clarissa then grew on Papoose and Papoose see how much she rides for him, I think Clarissa has grew on Papoose. Now, let me rewind a little bit. Now, I said that if Remy wanted Papoose back, that Remy could get him back. I'm going to have to backtrack on my words. If I mess up, I'm going to backtrack. I think that it might be a challenge now because she done left Papoose out there too long. And I think Papoose likes how Clarissa treats him and caters to him. Versus the other hand, he was catering to Remy and he got Clarissa catering to him, right? So I think he's kind of feeling her now. And when she talk about having that baby, he don't deny it. Her goal is to have a baby next year. Once she have that baby, she gonna come back. After she had a baby, she said she gonna come back and maybe fight once or twice more. Then she gonna stop. And she gonna have another baby. So she's gonna have the baby a year or 2 years apart. That's her goal, she said. So I don't know. And it seems like Papoose' oldest daughter likes her. She was crying. She said that Clarissa really inspires her. And I know Remy did not like that. But the way that Remy did her dad, now y'all can't expect her to be riding for Remy when she did her dad like that. So I guess she's like, well, she did my dad like that, and this lady really is into my dad and things like that. So I guess that's why she's over here with Papoose and Clarissa now, allegedly. Just saying. Now, I don't know, but allegedly. So I think that's what it is now. She's over there she's on the side with Clarissa and Papoose. Papoose daughter. That's what I'm thinking now. That's what's going on. And that's okay. Because Remy is over there with Easy the Black Captain. And people are saying that Remy does got a really bad attitude and things like that. I don't know that. I don't know Remy like that. But they said she's real nasty. So we're going to see how this plays out. Because Remy hasn't been really saying that her and Easy the Black Captain. I don't know if they didn't show Remy at the fight last night. They didn't show it. Because she was at the other fight, but she wasn't at this fight. So we shall see. What else was we going to be talking about today? What else were we talking about? Let's see. We're going to talk about I don't want to talk about Shamia no more. I cannot. That's just it. I don't know. I don't want to say I'm just completely done with Shamia, but I just Mm-mm. I just no. I just I think Shamia needs to go relax for a little bit. Get her, catch her breath, catch her bearings. I think because she just done made a complete fool of herself this season. Hopefully next season she'll be able to get herself together and come back with some receipts and things like that. Hopefully, hopefully, I'm saying hopefully, guys. I do want to talk about Ray J. Um, y'all, Ray J ain't doing too well. Ray J is not doing too well, guys. Um, he has come out and said that his family don't fool with him. He has come out and said it now. It's finally been said that his family do not fool with him no more. He has said it. His family don't mess with him. And within good reasons because of stuff that he does. But he did do an interview with Cam Newton, and he talks about that he goes back and forth. So maybe he's on something. Maybe. I don't know. But maybe he's on something. He talks about that he solo dolo. He has a sister, but he doesn't have a sister because of how he didn't embarrass the family so much. And he knows it. And I think Ray J needs to be watched more. But he says the only reason that he's here is because of his kids. And he said if his kids wasn't here, he wouldn't care about anything. He wouldn't care about life or anything. Because it's like his family has disowned him. And, he's talked about his strained relationship with him and Brandy. So it's really sad, y'all. It's sad that he talks about his strained relationship with his mom and mostly with Brandy. I think he knows that he has disappointed Brandy, y'all. Because Brandy was doing a show at Disney World, right? And Ray J was coming there with his kids. Why did Brandy manager call him and tell him not to come? Because they was too scared that Ray J was gonna do something and embarrass them. So Brandy manager had to call Ray J and tell him not to come. That Brandy didn't want him there. Now, I know that has to be hurtful as a brother, but you time and time again you have embarrassed these people. They're tired. They're wore out. They're wore out. And sometimes, your family is your biggest enemy. Sometimes you got to wash your hands of your family sometimes because your family are the biggest stress for a lot of people. They will stress you out and to the point where you have to put your foot down and say enough is enough. And sometimes you don't want to do it because it's your brother or sister. But if you have a brand and things like that, you can't let your family or your brother mess up your brand, your legacy. And that's what Ray J is doing. So I guess Brandy, dad and mom said, well, if he want to tear up his legacy, that's fine. Don't let him tear up yours. And he knows it. But I think what happened to Whitney Houston is eating at Ray J. Because what it was supposed to happen at the Grammys, Ray J and Whitney was supposed to allegedly come out as they were a couple. But then that happened to Whitney. They were supposed to come out as a couple, guys. Allegedly. That was supposed to happen until you know what happened. But just listen to what he's saying, guys. Let me just let y'all listen. And I really believe what Ray J is saying. If he didn't have those kids, I think Ray J would But allegedly tried to hurt himself, y'all. Allegedly. So let's just listen a little bit to it about how he knows he said he has disappointed his sister and his family.
A brother. I'm not a brother.
Do you have any siblings?
I mean, I love my sister, but I don't think I'm her brother no more.
You said you're not a brother.
I'm just me, man. I'm dolo. I'm dolo. So whatever that is, and I'm good with that. But you know, if I look around and I'm dolo forever, and that's all it's ever been, then what is it? You grow out of like this first phase of life. Then there's a second phase. In the second phase, a lot of the people in the first phase are no longer there. It's like a love changes, a thug changes, and best friends become strangers. And that's not me. Nas said that. It's so accurate in today's time. And as you grow, people grow and you grow away. You said I'm a son, a father, a brother. I'm not a brother.
Do you have any siblings?
I mean, I love my sister, but I don't think I'm her brother no more. And when you grow away, sometimes you're gone. Sometimes it's done. And you try to get it back. You try to like understand this first wave of things. But when you're treated exactly like it was in the first wave, then you understand what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just where I'm at. Like, I care, but I don't give a fuck. Not even one bit of giving a fuck, but I care so much about the people I love. Mm-hmm. But I had people come over to try to help me give a fuck, and it was give a fuck teachers. I was like, man, I can't get it. I just can't. That equation doesn't, I can't find an answer when you like give a fuck. I'm like, I tried, but there's nothing on the other side of it.
Do you believe in rekindling something in
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's phases. There's phase 1, 2, and if you can get to 3 and 4, you're lucky. If you get to phase 2, you're lucky. And when you grow away, sometimes you're gone. Sometimes I want everybody to know Brandy's the first person who ever put me on, believed in me, took me out of town when I was getting in trouble. Her and my mom brought me out on tour, saved my life, moved me to the Valley. And so I'm always grateful. That's the most important. In this phase, it's now I have kids. And my kids is all that matter. If my kids wasn't here, I wouldn't even give a fuck.
No.
I swear to God.
But
because it wouldn't matter.
Why are you saying that you're not a brother if you're identifying Brandy as your sister? On some sentences. And
no, she's my sister. I said I'm not a brother.
Why are you saying that?
Because I'm not. Because I'm not. I don't know. I don't know why I'm saying it. I can't believe I said it. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't know why I said that. But I said it, so fuck it. And I meant it. I want everybody to know Brandy's the first person.
Are you saying it because the expectation that you set forth for you is not living up to what has been displayed? Or is this something where you say, hey, how am I feeling? I just feel like on some F it, bump it.
So I think what he's saying, Cam, is kind of where I'm going with it. He's not living up to the Norwood's expectation of him or where they wanted him to be. All these crazy antics that he does, all these outbursts that he gets on the internet and do. I think they're over it, and I think he knows that Brandy them, his daddy them, his mom them are over it, where they have stopped inviting him to things and doing certain things with him or for him because they don't want to get embarrassed by him. So I think that he knows that he's not living up to that expectation of what they thought what they know he could be. And the things that he's doing is not making no sense to him. And I think that they are at their last end with him, and they just they're like, okay, we have washed our hands with him. If he want to get some help, he has to do it himself because we have tried to help him do this and that. He don't want to do it, so he has to get help for himself. You know, we're not going to step in no more and do anything. I think that he knows his family is at that point where they just gonna let him hit rock bottom. They're not gonna step in no more. And I don't think Brandy wants him at any more of her engagement because she don't want the embarrassment. And I think at that uh, what is it called? That battle thing where they was when it was COVID and the R&B singers was going against different R&B singers. I think he got up there and embarrassed her so bad with his singing. It was terrible. It was terrible. And I think she was embarrassed by that, by him, his singing. It was terrible. And he was intoxicated. So I guess they just like, okay, to hell with this. We didn't did all we can do. We just got to let him hit rock bottom. So I think that's where his family is at. And I think he knows that. And also I think it's the part where he ain't been right since Whitney Houston died. People are allegedly that he might have had, allegedly something happened maybe he know about. Maybe. This is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. That's what I think it is, allegedly. That's just my opinion. Not saying it's factual, just my opinion. Let me know what y'all think in the chat.
Like, nah, never that. I'm never loosely chaotic on thought. Like it all means something and it's all strategic as far as what's happening. I just know that family's family and we have each other's back.
So he gives Brandy credit that she the first one that put him on and things like that. So I do like that.
The expectation that you set forth for you is not living up to what has been displayed. Or is this something where you say, hey, how am I feeling? I just feel like on some F it, bump it. Like,
nah, never that. I'm never loosely chaotic on thought. Like it all means something and it's all strategic as far as what's happening. I just know that family's family and we have each other's back.
All right, so what do y'all think that is going on with Ray J? What do y'all think is going on with Ray J? I told you, I think ever since Whitney Houston passed away, there is something ain't right. Something is wrong. I don't know if she's hunting him. I don't know. It's like he wants to stay high all the time. Allegedly. Like he's running from something. He don't want to think about something. And that's what a lot of people do. They either drink or they do stuff to take that pain away from them. Drink or smoke to take that pain away or keep them from thinking about stuff, have them on some other planet or whatever, And he's, saying that, so in so many words that his family is disappointed in him. You saying that you not a brother, but you got a sister, but you're not a brother. I don't get what that means. The only way I'm taking is that you're not living up to the expectation of being a brother to Brandy because of your shenanigans, or what is it? So you're not a son. Y'all let me know. What do y'all think he's saying? Hello, Lisa Foster, my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. Carolyn, I think that his family is over that. I think that they want him, if he won't help, I think they want him to get the help. I don't think they're gonna try no more with him. He won't help, he gotta go get it. Proud Mimi said he needs serious therapy. Okay. They have tried to help Ray J. They have tried and tried to help Ray J. Every time, y'all remember when he tried to unalive himself. His mother had to fly all the way out there. I think it was to Vegas, her and Brandy, them, all type of stuff. And he's tried to unalive himself a couple times. And they've tried and tried and tried, and he won't get the help. So I think they're tired now. Sometimes you could wear your family them out where they're like, okay, he won't help this time, he gonna have to get it. That's where I think his family is at. Yeah, and then y'all see how he has become a chain smoker. Y'all see he kept on smoking all them cigarettes and stuff in that interview. Ray J didn't used to smoke like that. I've never even seen him really smoke in an interview until now. Now I heard about he smoked at reefer before, but not like cigarettes like that. Now we know Cam smokes cigars, all right, on this podcast, but I've never seen Ray J smoke cigarettes like that on an interview. Yeah, he'd probably be high in the interview. You said yes, he has warned the family out. Yeah, they tired, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He didn't wear them people out. Chanel says, yes, I don't blame Brandy for not messing with Ray J. Too old to be acting like that. Yep, he too old to be doing the stuff that he do, y'all. He just, I don't know. But, like I said, that could be all from maybe, like they said, they think Whitney is hunting him, allegedly. Let me know in the chat if y'all think Whitney is hunting him. Let me know. Because that's what the word on the curve is. They think that he's being hunted. Now, and that's why he stays, high all the time. Allegedly. That could be the reason. But I don't know what's wrong with him. And the only reason that he's not trying to do the allegedly, I think the only reason he's not trying to pull those stunts no more where he's trying to allegedly unalive himself anymore is because he has those kids and they're older now, and if he tries to do that again, he might not be able to get visitation rights and see them and stuff because they could use that against him. That he's not, he might have to have supervised visits. Allegedly. That's my thought. But I hope he can, get himself together, for his kids, for himself and his kids. But I don't think his family is for to save him no more. I don't think they coming to save him no more. I think that's it. I think that's a wrap. I don't think they for to save him no more. Because they, people get tired, people get wore out. And I think they wore out. I think they are wore out now. I don't think they want to be bothered with him like that. Let's see here. Now, I did want to. Now, y'all remember when I talked to y'all about the View, what Joy Behar had said about Trump? I think now, y'all, because we're going to move on to the View. I think in so many words, I think the View may be getting canceled by the way that Joy is acting on here. Let me just bring it up here. So it says, let's see here. So I don't like, where this is going with Trump. If people say stuff about him on the news or anything, that he tries to get their shows or them taken off of the stations and stuff like that. This is a freedom of speech. We have freedom of speech. So you can't say what you want now without somebody getting mad or whatever. People said all types of stuff about Biden, Barack Obama. They didn't call news stations trying to get people fired and things like that. But this is what he's done right here. So let me let y'all see this. I think he's trying to get the View taken down, y'all. Yep, I think he's trying to get the View taken down. And I think they might be getting canceled. allegedly. So it says here, the View Council, rejoices after Joy Behar slips and accidentally confesses show's future plans after ABC execs demanded host Tony tone down Trump bashing on morning program. So they're telling them to tone down on Trump bashing, demanding hosts to tone down on Trump bashing. So they're demanding them that they tone down on Trump bashing. Listen.
On hiatus. We only have one more show after this. I'm allowed to say that, right?
Too late now.
So it doesn't really matter. Yeah.
Before we go, I wanted to tell people that the tide is turning. The tide is turning, and things are changing. I mean, the ultimate irony would be that Rupert Murdoch will take him down.
Yeah.
Fox News, who created the monster, will take him down. Before we go on hiatus, we only have one more show after this. I'm allowed to say that, right?
Too late now.
So it doesn't really matter. Yeah.
Before we go, I wanted to tell people that the tide is turning. The tide is turning, and things are changing. I mean, the ultimate irony would be that Rupert Murdoch will take him down.
Yeah.
Fox News, who created the monster, will take him down. Before we go on hiatus, we only have one more show after this. I'm allowed to say that, right?
Too late now.
So it doesn't really matter. Yeah.
So they show might be getting canceled, as you can hear her saying, the tides are turning. That's what she's talking about. That they could be getting canceled. They want them to tone down on talking about Trump. I've never heard that before. No other president has demanded anybody stop talking about them, but except this one. So you hear Joy Behar. Is that okay for me to say this? Joy Behar has never said that. Never. So, I guess if they don't tone it down, they could be getting canceled. Just saying. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? That we are being told what we can and cannot say on television now. What do y'all think about that? I don't think it's right. I think that we have freedom of speech. We should be able to say what we want to say. This is not a dictatorship here. This is not China, Russia. So I guess he's, but hope the Simpsons prediction, Yeah, I have seen the Simpsons. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Allegedly. All allegedly. Okay, guys, moving on. Did y'all know that, and this is a history lesson that I didn't know. They said it's always good for us to, if we can, get Black doctors and dentists because we are different from other races. And they said that we as Black Americans, we develop faster than other races. Like we may walk faster than other babies. We might start walking, Black American babies might start walking at 8 or 9 months or 10 months versus another race, they might start walking at 11 or 12 months or might take them a little longer. So they said it's really kind of good for us to get Black American doctors because we don't develop like other races. I never knew that. I thought that Caucasian babies and Black babies develop the same, walking at maybe 9 or 10 months or something like that. So they said that's not true. So we're just going to take a look. Like I said, I love this history channel that I got now that talks about a lot of different stuff that I didn't know about. Like as far as like our gums, like we have like some people have like black gums kind of. They said that is normal in Black people. But then the Caucasian people don't have that. So let me just let her tell it. So in 1976, the Black medical student discussed why it's important to have a Black doctor. So this is what they're saying, guys.
To tell you what the average height and weight and everything else is for a child of a certain age. It's not based on our standards. It's based on middle class white standards. But that's not the only thing. You know, this thing about when the child is supposed to walk, when the child is supposed to reach for things. You're fine. You know, like the thing that used to surprise me was the fact that black children do have motor ability much earlier than white. And so if you go by these scales, you know, alone, it'll blow your mind.
Knowledge is power.
I heard when I was getting my teeth fixed, one of the dentists was telling one of the students, look now, if you see this, like her out there, in a white person, this discoloration, you start to look for a malignancy. But in a black person, that is normal. And you think about how many black people that have gone through a whole lot of surgery and everything, because somebody saw this bluish discoloration inside their mouth. That's normal. So we got to be dealing with people that know they're normal. A lot of white students draw blood, you know, by looking at the veins and, you know, finding out where the veins are and talking and there, you know. If you, on a lot of us, if you try to look and find a vein on us, you're going to be punching for days.
I have a certain comfort that I place in an old black woman because, you know, in some way she reminds me of my grandmother. Or a brother that says, well, what's happening, brother? And I know that it's a certain relationship that we share, a certain kind of trust. And I think that this is the kind of thing that we got to realize that, you know, that black people got to start taking care of black people because they understand black people better than anybody else.
We have scales that tell you what the average height and weight and everything else is for a child of a certain age. It's not based on our standards. It's based on middle class white standards. But that's not the only thing. You know, this thing about when the child is supposed to walk, when the child is supposed to reach for.
Now, did you guys know that? I did not know that about us. That we are, it's different for us that Black Americans, our motor skills is, as a baby, they're different than Caucasian people. I did not know that. So our Caucasian baby maybe start walking at a certain period of time than a Black child. And different things about our mouth and the inside and different things are like that. And they said maybe our Caucasian doctor would think it, dentist would think it's something wrong, where a Black doctor was like, okay, that's normal for Black people. So that was very interesting to me, you know, with different things like that. I did not know that, you know. I thought, you know, maybe on my part, but you know, babies start walking around the same time with, you know, I didn't know it was, you know, depending on race and things, but they say that African American kids, excuse me, not African American, Black American kids start walking and doing things more faster than other, you know, races. So that was, you know, that's very, very interesting to me. That was very interesting. Also, one other fact that I did want to talk about is the Black man that is, he's missing now. This is another thing. This Black man is missing. He's making gas out of, let's see what he's making gas out of. This here, just a second here. This man here, what is his name? Julian Brown, the 22-year-old genius who turned plastic into gasoline, is currently missing. Fans fears his invention made him a target. Now, this is what's alleged being said here about this man who has turned plastic into gasoline. Now, I don't know. I've heard of him before. Let me know. Have y'all heard of him before? Julian Brown. Let me know if y'all heard of him before. And y'all know if he does that, that would make the oil tycoons bankrupt. If you can make gasoline out of plastic, now they talking about this young man is missing. That's what they saying.
All right, listen, everybody. I can't go into too much detail, but there is some very, very odd stuff going on. I'm certainly under attack right now in many different ways, and I just want everybody to know to just kind of have your eyes open. And I have my eyes open, but there's a lot going on. So I'm still working. I'm still building. Nothing's gonna stop that. But I'm just telling you guys right now, be on the lookout because I'm under attack. All right, listen, everybody. So I've created my own gas station that makes fuel from plastic waste. Let's go. So this is plastic crude oil. And as you can see, we have quite a bit of this plastic crude oil. Well, it can be fuel, but we need to refine it and clean it up. So let's do it. So I've created my own gas station that makes fuel. I will be able to come and see what it looks like inside of the tank. So. Yeah, make sure you guys get that pour action there. All right. And just for history's sake, I kind of want, a few of you guys to come up and see and confirm that there is stuff in the can. For history's sake, for the video's sake, nobody's going to say we didn't do it.
It's very yellow.
If you want to know what it smells like, too. No. Hey, and for the record, just off of the smell, can you guys, is it gasoline in there?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, it's fine. You guys are supposed to say no. You're supposed to say it's gasoline. Does it smell different from gasoline? Yeah. It's different. So this is not gasoline that we just put in here. This is plastic. The whole gasoline. I will be able to come and see what it looks like inside of the tank. So to make history right now, you ready, Bobby? Woo! Let's do it. Plastic in the fuel. Come on, baby. Get that shot. Get the shot that it's going in. Get that shot. Yes. Let's go! To make history right now, you ready, Bobby? I know that I'm not going to live long. And that's why I put every day, every hour, every minute into building, into growing. Why am I out here working on this plastic in the fuel reactor I've been working on for 5 years, since I was 17? Why am I out here in 100-degree weather? Why am I out here despite being falsely accused and reported to the EPA and the IRS? Why am I out here despite weird black helicopters that turn off their radar transponder circling me 6 times at night? Why am I out here? I know that I'm not going to live long. And that's why I put every
So, and that's the same thing Dr. King said. Y'all remember that. So this young man now is missing. He is missing.
So I've created my own gas station that makes fuel from plastic waste.
He was making gasoline from plastic waste. And y'all know people bankrupt the oil tycoons. So they don't know. Y'all know we make it. Right? So right now this young man is missing.
We'll be able to come and see what it looks like inside of the tank.
So they said, any players Virginia found, Virginia to discover African plastic seriously gone missing, and many believe his life-changing invention may have put
So this is
may have
plastic
put him.
crude
I'm
oil. And
assuming
as you
they
can
put him
see,
in
we
jail.
have quite a bit of this plastic
So
crude
this young
oil.
man is
Well, it
missing.
can be
So
fuel.
prayers
We
up
need
to
to
him.
refine it and clean it.
They don't know where he's at right now. They don't know where he's at, guys. What do y'all think about this? He said there's been black helicopters flying over him, and he said it. And that's the same thing King has said, that he probably won't make it to the mountaintop with us, because when people are trying to do good things for black people and different things like that, what happens? Something end up happening to them. And this man is making gasoline from plastic. They don't want that out there, especially by a black man who created it. They don't want that out there. That's really bad. So they don't know where this young man is at. They're trying to find him. You have a bad feeling someone wanted his invention, yes. But see, they don't want that out there. That will bankrupt the oil tycoons. They don't want that out there. If you can make gasoline out of plastic, what's the use of having the oil tycoons anymore? You don't need them no more. We don't need them. But everything that black people invent, make, is gone. Everything that we make is gone all the time. Yes, I'm praying for this young man too. But he said it. Now he mysteriously then vanished and disappeared. They can't find him. Now he was out there in that field, making, he said he worked day and night out there in that field, making the gasoline, trying to get it perfect and everything. And there was some Caucasian people out there, black people out there, when he put the gasoline in there and started up that car. He made his own gas station. We make everything and people take it away from us. And this is what happens. That man sat there and made it. And you know what? Maybe somebody was trying to buy it from him and he wouldn't sell it to him. The same thing with Jack Daniels, the KFC recipe, all that stuff. We make it. And then, in the olden days, our ancestors sold their recipes, their hair grease recipes and stuff, because at the time, they thought it was a lot of money. So they took it. And then they go slap their names on it, things like that. So I'm praying, for, they find him. But I don't know. Y'all know when things happen like that, they go missing. Another bad story, guys. It'd be so much stuff going on, guys. Y'all wouldn't believe it. So much stuff be going on. I was just reading where this family was looking for their loved one, right? And apparently the lady had went into cardiac arrest. That's the lie that they're telling, allegedly, right? Nobody know what happened to the lady. Now everybody has an emergency contact at the hospitals. They coordinate with other hospitals. And people have emergency contacts, right? They got the phone numbers of your emergency contact. You have maybe 2 or 3. They have your addresses on file. They can go to your house. Next of kin, they have all that information. These hospitals are not doing that, guys. They're harvesting people. They're taking people eyeballs, allegedly, and skin off of their bones. That's why when I took my son to get his driver's license, a 20-year-old and my 30-year-old, I said, don't put that thing down that you're going to be a donor. No. I already know the game with that. So I said, no, don't put that down. Do not put that down. So there is a lady. They were looking for their loved one, right? The hospital said they didn't know what happened to the lady. They didn't know what happened to the lady. All along, the lady was in the hospital on a shelf. On a shelf. They had taken her skin and eyes out. They were keeping her there for harvesting. They were going to use the rest of the parts. They were going to use the rest of the parts. And to the people got so rough. The parent, her relatives got so rough. They finally, um, they finally start researching it and looking into it, and they allegedly found the lady. Allegedly, I'm sorry. They allegedly found the lady. How did you allegedly find someone on a shelf? Allegedly, they found the lady on the shelf. Now, how did you not know there was somebody on the shelf, sir? That's what they're saying. People were looking for this lady, looking for her. And it's not just her, it's other people as well. There's other people. So they never called. They never called these people family or friends or anybody next of kin about this lady. Allegedly, she went into cardiac arrest. That's what they're saying. Allegedly went into cardiac arrest. But my thing is, why didn't you contact the next of kin? I'm trying to figure that part out. Where you didn't think you should contact the next of kin? Just saying. So they decided to keep the lady there and I guess use her body parts. Yes, keep her there. So I don't know what's going on with these hospitals. I guess they just um, deciding what they're gonna do what they want to do. That's what it's looking like. They doing what they want to do because you didn't notify the next of kin if that's what you say happened to her. So that's the part I'm not understanding. They said when they finally started digging into it and researching, they found the lady on a shelf. That's what's being told to the family. They found the lady on the shelf. So we have to be very, very careful. And if people, I wouldn't encourage nobody to put themselves down as a donor because these people are doing what the heck they're going to do. Just saying. But this is really, really bad, guys. Um, they're investigating. There's supposed to be more people that are gone missing, and they're investigating at this facility, or if there's more facilities. Allegedly. I was trying to find that one article about it that I did have about them with the lady. So I'm trying to find that article, but they had taken off her skin and stuff, guys. They took the skin off the lady and also taking her eyes out. So I guess they were going to take some more things out. But the family was so adamant about finding this lady in the last known place that she was at. And they went and started investigating the hospital. And that's how they came across this lady. That's how they came across her. So, like I said, these hospitals, I guess, you can get money and stuff for, hearts and things like that. You can get money for that. So I don't know if that was, the case or what have you with this lady here. So I don't know if that's the case, but that's what's going on, guys. That's what's going on. That's what's going on with these people. So be careful out here with these hospitals. Make sure everything is supposed to where it's supposed to be at. Just saying. Because you can't even trust the damn hospitals now. You don't know what the hell they're doing. And this is just keeping it real. You don't know what the damn hospital's doing nowadays with people. They'll tell you one thing and doing the damn other. Yeah, so they had, they're trying to do harvesting, guys. They're taking people. And one thing about it, guys, it's not any people, it's Black Americans that they take. It's something with our blood, our skin and eyes and stuff like that. Y'all saw the movie Get Out. When they start making movies about something, but believe you and me, there's something behind it. So there's something going on. They had Black people, when they started investigating, they had Black people on shelves. So I guess they were harvesting them. So I guess somebody needed a heart or whatever they needed, they were going to get from them. Just saying. So I don't know if they was using the skin to put on somebody. I don't know. But the lady, their loved one, I think it was the mom who wanted to see her, and it was like, you don't want to see her. You don't want to see her. They had taken the skin off the lady. So we have to watch out for our loved ones, guys. There's some type of harvesting going on. There is some type of harvesting going on. And I'm just being 100% with y'all. There's some type of harvesting going on. I don't know, they can't stand us, but they won't want our body parts for some reason. So that movie Get Out, that's just not no, pay attention. Pay attention. It's just not that. Now, guys, getting on to another thing here. Now, I know that people I know they got you can do cremations and stuff like that. But these people have come out with a mobile funeral service. Mobile. You can have the truck or the van come whatever you want. They pull up, they put the orange cones out, and you have the funeral service right there on the block. Right there on the block. I've never seen nothing like this. It's a mobile funeral. Y'all think I'm playing? To show y'all. I mean, I have never seen nothing like this. Now trending, let's say now trending lets you say goodbye to your loved ones without ever leaving the block. Now, y'all, I don't know. Look, I have never seen a mobile funeral in my 51 years of living. But here we go. You're gonna see the mobile service, guys. You're gonna have a mobile funeral. You don't have to even leave your block. Just come on off your porch and come on down to the funeral. Now trending lets you say goodbye to your loved ones without ever leaving the block. Here we go. Mobile.
Today is one of our mobile viewing services. We just loaded the decedent and all of the equipment to prepare us for this service. A lot of families choose our mobile viewing service due to religious restrictions, funeral phobias, financial hardships. And here we are, right into the location in which the family had chosen and that we have approved. Upon arriving, we begin to park the vehicle, make sure the scene is safe, and here you have it. We're pulling up to the location. And this is our final setup. Since it's a little hot today, we made sure that the families are well hydrated along with our staff. We make sure that the area is safe. And this is our today is one of our mobile viewing services. Our final setup. It's very beautiful and elegant, and this vehicle was not bought. This vehicle was built by my husband, and the family is also able to sit alongside of their loved one with a comfort snack behind them up there. And look at our table. Of course, we have to always feed them, and look who came to help. So Kylie is serving today. Because of the heat, we made her dress accordingly. And there you have it, the cemetery, where the decedent will be laid to rest. This is our mobile viewing service, serving families differently.
What do y'all think about this?
Our final setup.
What do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about this? Let me know in the chat. What do y'all think about this? The mobile funeral service. Let me know what y'all think in the chat about this mobile funeral service. So you get on the, so I guess if you in a hood, well, wherever you at, they pull up, they put the cones out, right? And they have the funeral service right there on the block. Then y'all saw for yourself. They pull up, and I guess they take it out and put it right there, and then everybody. Then y'all see the little green thing up. I guess they take it out, put it right there. Everybody view it, then they put it back, and I guess in the van, people sit beside. You can sit beside your loved one while everybody, I guess, come through the van and view it, or however they got it going on. What do y'all think about that? Lisa, you said what? You said absolutely not. Okay, you said I think it's weird, but to each their own. And they said it's cheaper. They said it's cheaper. I don't know. No. I would be interested in anything like that. But I don't know if you are low on funds, and then that way people wouldn't. But see, this is another thing. Well, maybe for old. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't do that. Because if you do it for younger people, and if they've had like into with somebody, and they bring the body on the block, what if they come through there and start powering? That could be another problem. But they said they make sure it's safe. I don't know. Maybe they have police there. I don't know. Maybe they do that. I don't know. But they said they own the block. You can bring them on the block. So I don't know. What do y'all think? You know what y'all think in the chat? I don't know. I think people are coming up with all type of stuff. I don't know. People are coming up with all type of stuff, y'all. Yeah, they can run up and turn the the coffin over. You know, they got the mobile service, but y'all, in Chicago, allegedly, this is what I heard, they got drive-up funeral service because there'd be so many pop-ons there. So the funeral home has it where you can drive up. It's like a drive up, like a drive-through where they got some type of drive-through. This is what I heard. I don't know how true it is. You can drive up, you see the body, and then the next car drive up and see the body because there'd be so many pow there. So the funeral home has it where you can drive up and see the body and then keep going. So each car drive up, see the body, then go. They have something like that in Chicago. But it's at the funeral home when you drive. It's like a drive-through. I don't know. I don't know. They got some going. This lady here said her husband made theirs. So, you know, once somebody sees something, then they're gonna be, you know, other funeral homes might, you know, jump onto it as well. They see how it, you know, if it's lucrative, then they, you know, might have her husband build them one, you know. So they, you know, they'll see how it goes because y'all know Phaedra own a funeral home, so you know that might be something. All right, guys. We've been on here for an hour and 41 minutes. I said I was gonna stay on here an hour, and I've been on here for an hour and 41 minutes. All right, guys. Well, I thank each and every one of you guys for coming over and joining the live. I think it's something wrong. I think I messed up my time thing with the time zone, so I'm gonna have to go in there and change it because it's like people were coming in kind of slower today. So I think my time zone thing is messed up. So I'm gonna have to go in there and change that. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming over to the live. Also, make sure if you're new to the channel, think about becoming a subscriber and make sure y'all liking the video and sharing the video. All right, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye for now. Good night, everyone.